The atom, the atomic theory, the models of the atom. The atom is composed of several particles, such as the positive proton, the neutral neutron, which are located within the nucleus. Revolving around the nucleus is the negative electron. The electrons are more likely to be in the electron cloud, and we can describe the location of the electron using the orbital. This is our current understanding of the atom. But there was a time that scientists had different views of the atomic structure. Let us now cover the different theories on the atom. The atomic theories. The early atomic theories were from the ancient Greek philosophers. There was Aristotle, and Democritus. There were also scientists that proposed the modern atomic theories. There was John Dalton, J. Thomson, Ernest Rutherford, Niels Bohr, Erwin Schrödinger, and Werner Heisenberg. Aristotle believed that all matter flows continuously, and is composed of four elements: fire, air, earth, and water. Aristotle also believed that matter could be divided into smaller and smaller pieces forever. Democritus believed that matter was made of small units, called atomos, that were indivisible. He also stated that matter cannot be divided in half forever. Democritus proposed that the atom is the smallest particle that an element can be divided, and still be the same substance. He also stated that all matter is made of atoms. However, since Aristotle was more popular, the theory and statements of Democritus were ignored for over 2,000 years. Here are the modern theories of the atom. John Dalton proposed that all substances are made up of atoms, which are small particles, that cannot be created, divided, or destroyed. John Dalton also stated that atoms of the same element are exactly alike, and different from other elements. He also said that atoms join with other atoms to form different substances. John Dalton suggested that atoms are like tiny spheres. Thus, he proposed the solid sphere model of the atom. It was Joseph John Thomson who found that atoms could sometimes eject a far smaller negative particle, which he called an electron. J. Thomson used the cathode ray tube to deduce the presence of negative particle. In Thomson's experiment, passing an electric current makes a beam appear to move from the negative to the positive end. And, adding an electric field caused the beam to move toward the positive plate. Therefore, Thomson concluded the beam was made of negative moving pieces. He also predicted that there also must be positive particles to hold the electrons in place. Thus, Thomson proposed the plum pudding or raisin bread model of the atom. It was Ernest Rutherford who discovered that the atom has a nucleus, with positively charged particles, and the electrons must be floating around the nucleus, and that the atom is mostly empty space. In his gold foil experiment, Rutherford fired helium nuclei at a piece of thin gold foil. As a result, Rutherford found that most alpha particles went straight through the gold foil. A few alpha particles are sharply deflected. Ernest Rutherford concluded that the atom is mostly empty space, and there is a nucleus which is a small, dense core with a positive charge. Based on his findings, Ernest Rutherford proposed the solar system model of the atom. James Chadwick then discovered that neutrons were also located in the nucleus of an atom, and that they contain no charge. James Chadwick revised Rutherford's model to contain the neutron. Niels Bohr refined Rutherford's idea, by adding that the electrons were in circular orbits, revolving around the nucleus, like planets orbiting the Sun. Niels Bohr stated that each orbit can only contain a set number of electrons, and that electrons moved in energy levels, but no electrons are between the energy levels. The orbits are labeled by an integer, the quantum number n, and electrons jump from one orbit to another, by emitting or absorbing energy. Erwin Schrödinger and Werner Heisenberg both contributed in determining that instead of orbits, there were orbitals or regions of space with high probability of finding electrons. These are also known as electron clouds. They stated that the atom has no real empty space, but there are regions with a high or low probability of finding an electron. They proposed the quantum mechanical model of the atom, which is based in quantum mechanics. This is the currently accepted model of the atom. Here is a summary of the models of the atom. The spherical model by John Dalton. The plum pudding model or raisin bread model by J. Thomson. The solar system model by Ernest Rutherford. The planetary model by Niels Bohr. The quantum mechanical model by Erwin Schrödinger and Werner Heisenberg.